Okay, this is great. So this person is more of a plaintiff's attorney for people that are Muslim, which you were talking about earlier. There was discrimination against. This is a great resume. I don't know. I don't like the format of it necessarily, and I think that it needs to be changed. A lot of times people will brag about the number of people that they're representing and so forth in their resumes or in these 150 clients annually. What that says to employers is that you're not going deep with anything. So many times you don't want to put a lot of information in there, but so you may just want to say represent clients annually. And this is a very unique resume. It's a good resume. It's unique because of the skill set, and there probably is a lot of demand for it. And this needs to be made much smaller. But it's a good resume. I like this resume. I think that it's very strong. Let me see at the end here. It's all about one thing. There's a lot of focus. This person it's admitted in Canada, and they're also admitted in New York. I think, I don't know what Brock, but I don't, honors and spell. Yeah. And this is a very strong resume for what this person wants to do, representing Muslims and so forth. This resume does really exactly probably what it should in terms of this type of clients that they're looking for. I don't think you need to say you understand simply accounting and LexisNexis. I think Urdu is great. Kashmiri is great. I think that I don't like the way these titles appear, but this person, you can understand everything about them from the resume. I think you really need to shorten this down and make it one page. I'm not going to go through and edit every single page out of here, and you need to focus on what's important. But this is an exceptional resume because it's all about immigration. This was actually a very short job, which is okay. When did this person graduate from law school? 2017. Okay, so a lot of these things just need to be put at the end. So that's what I would recommend, taking this stuff and putting it at the end, and maybe not even having all this extracurricular publications and so forth. I don't think it's necessary. I think what you've done here in this current job in November 2017 to the present is really all you need. I don't think you need anything else. I think that number 15, now you need to cover 15. Okay, yes, you need to cover all this time, April, May. Okay. Yeah, so that's fine. So just work through it that way. But you can't have these big things here that talk about this. And then what you're currently doing right now is great. You've been doing it for 3 years, or 4 years almost, whatever, 3.5 years. Very employable attorney. But you have to shorten this down to one page and then make sure that these are much smaller. And you're definitely, all the civil rights litigation and so forth is great. So this is a very strong resume, and this is an example where people that are from Muslim backgrounds or have been experienced bullying and all this stuff. There's a real demand for attorneys to do that, whether it's plaintiffs' attorneys or other types of attorneys. And for what it's worth, a lot of times when I see resumes with this kind of stuff on there, I get the sense that the person might not be manageable. This particular resume the person does look like they're manageable. They actually look very interested in the subject matter. They're going towards it naturally. So this is a great resume. All this stuff needs to be shortened. And this is ridiculous, like these large numbers and stuff. The person's not hiding their address. It's a good resume. There's there's employment stability. And there's also the person's also moved up. They've moved up they started out as a volunteer because they couldn't get a job probably. Then they got a job with a counselor, which you probably shouldn't prepare a lot, probably don't want to put a lot of information on there. And then they were able to get an immigration job, which was their first real job. And then they got this job. That's great. They're unfortunately not admitted to the bar in California. I don't know that they're looking for a job in California, but if they're looking in New York and stuff, and then this technical skill should come off, and you should really try to get it down to one page. But it's a great resume. I like it. Okay, so this person says they're a barrister and counselor at law and a certified fraud examiner. Yes, they are a barrister. Okay, I was wondering if they just put barrister and they weren't a barrister. Okay, so the first thing is this resume is too long. This is an older attorney, which is okay. Okay, this is exactly what this person's skill is. So they're a trial lawyer and a forensic accountant. Both plaintiffs and defense is a forensic accounting expert. I think this person, by the way, because I noticed this person has been out of law school for 50 years, would be a great expert witness. I think that whoever you are, you should definitely look at expert witness type jobs, because I think there would be a lot of people that would be interested in you for that. So you can take all this out, which is good. And then you can go employment history. All this stuff you can take off of here. You can put that at the end. And then, oh, great resume. Just perfect. There's nothing, I like it a lot. Let me just sit here writing. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, okay, I don't know that you need all this stuff about the New Jersey lawyer, but this is pretty much how I would handle this. So I would do something along those lines at the end. You can certainly do that at the end. And then a couple lines about what you do. And you may, I like the barrister stuff. I do think that's kind of cool. This stuff here, lectures, yeah, and they're fairly recent. Yeah. Okay. Education. Yeah, this is just a great career this person's had. I really like this resume, and it certainly doesn't need to stop. It's just a great career. So you want to go here and then just do that, and then don't call yourself an insurance defense attorney. Just call yourself an associate attorney. Great. So there you go. There's your resume. And then the other thing I would do, and then this other stuff, I would just say this you can I would create another page that has a summary. And I don't know if you need all these lectures. This basically says these admissions, there you go. Just something along these lines, and then you're done. And then these other things you can put as an attachment. But then people like this because they can get an understanding of what you do. And then you can write your cover letter and say you're a certified fraud examiner and plaintiffs and that sort of thing. And that's how I would handle that. Okay. And this is a great resume, by the way. I like this resume, but just remember you want to focus it on the type of stuff that you do, which is the fraud, these lectures, this fraud work, all this other stuff. And I don't know that you want to put down you were Marines in 1970, but that's actually not that long ago. Judge, I don't know if you need to do that. Japanese language study, that's fine. All these professional bar associations and so forth. Someone's going to look you up if they hire you. So a lot of times I recommend I like the certified, I like this too. I like this, you should put that up there on the first page. I think a lot of times you have to remember that people will look you up. So it's cool if people can look you up and be even more impressed with you after looking you up than they were before looking you up. So, having a lot of your articles and so forth, some sort of online bio is important, I think, something along those lines.